Hey guys, just wait for more people to join, if there are any. Just let me know if the sound is all good, if you will. Hey Calvin, yeah, thanks for this. Just let me know if the sound is all good, if you will. So today I'm gonna attempt to do the waist and the chest. Hi Yuan. So yeah, so after yesterday's stream, which was like almost 5 hours, that was a little bit too much. So I'm hoping that this part will be way easier to do, maybe like 2 or 3 hours. Because I've had a look at the parts, which are not as many as the legs. But I thought I would just like start off with looking at what I did yesterday. So in between the streams of yesterday and today, I basically built the other leg. And then if you're watching for most of it, I actually broke like a couple of the wires. So I also resorted them, so everything works fine. So that's really good as well. So yeah, this is how they look. Actually pretty big, but I mean like about as big as a normal PG leg anyway. So I would show you the LED lighting gimmick, but like it's kind of a hassle at the moment. But I'll definitely show more later on. So for the feet, like they're like, was supposed to be a few like opening hash gimmicks, but like don't put too much of a high hope for anything, because they're just like mainly very loose. This thing can open up, and the calves can open up as well. But like mostly they will just pop open. So does this move a little bit. This one would move, maybe. So yeah, that's about it. I'm looking forward to put more stuff on this today. So the weird thing is, for some parts you have to build another part before you can start on the next part, if that makes sense. So basically I have to assemble the chest before I can do the waist, because they connect like via some screws or something. So I'm gonna have to start with the chest today. How's everyone doing though? I'm guessing most of you guys are in the US, so it should be early afternoon right now for you. So like yesterday, I also cut all the parts out before the stream, just to save time. And it makes it slightly less boring to watch, I guess. all the parts out before the stream to save time. And it makes it slightly less boring to watch. Yuang says, I finished test fitting the Stickler Studio SD cassette tray, priming and sanding the parts next. Yeah, that kit looks really really nice. How big is that thing though? This must be slightly bigger than like usual SD kits, right? Interesting. I'm seeing some exposed wires. I don't know why. Here. Maybe I have to solder it later on or something. Right now I'm building the cockpit. And they do give you a pilot figure, which is interesting because I don't think they did for the other ones. I also hope that like today's stream will be much less frustrating, because I was getting quite yesterday. Yeah. Literally said that, and these parts won't fit. So starting off on a good note. Hey Jason, nice to see you again. Thanks for tuning in. So I don't know if you were here earlier, but I basically show what I've been doing in between the streams. And basically I fixed both of the legs now, so they're looking really good. And like the LEDs all working and stuff, so pretty happy with that. And now I'm doing the chest and later on the waist. What are you up to, Jason? Yeah, the legs are huge. But like I said, they're only about like normal PG size. Which is big for like 1/72, well 1/72, sorry. These things. So literally the cockpit won't fit, like nothing would fit. So that's great. I'm tempted to not bother with it because like, when are you gonna see the cockpits anyway? But yeah, nothing with it. And the pilot figure, there's no connection point between the seat and the pilot figure. You can just throw this part away basically. I'm not gonna bother. Jason said I set up a photo booth with a white background to do a proper photo shoot of the Cassandra. Yeah, looking forward to see the photos. And yeah, whilst I was cutting all the parts out from the runners, I noticed like there were like a lot of errors in the manual. Like some of the numberings would be wrong, and some of the numberings on the runners would be wrong as well. So you really got to, I mean, trust the graphic more than the numbers. That's what I'm saying. How's the background music though? Can you hear it? Because I really can't. Hello. Very complicated. The delay is very quiet. What do you mean? Background music is good. You can hear your YouTube going on like an echo in the background. Oh, interesting. Oh, I know why. Because I have the video on YouTube playing as well. I've just muted it now, so it should be okay. Sorry about that. Good. Yeah, I appreciate you guys tuning in again. The next one probably will be on Wednesday, just so that like there will be like a break or something, because it is quite intense. This part would be where the head goes, and I'm not sure why the exposed wires. Anyone else doing anything interesting? The weather here today has been really nice though. Unfortunately, I've just been spending it snipping parts of runners. When you're doing wires like this, you're just hoping you don't break anything. I think it's all good. Jason says, I have to go look at a job in a little bit. Like work? Jason says, I build cabinets and custom kitchens. That's how I feed my addiction. What, addiction or addition? Yeah, that's pretty cool. That's going well so far. 20 minutes in, I've done two sections. Well, one I abandoned, so I literally just did one session. Gundam Hunter says, would you ever get G System Best stuff or only G System? Actually, G System Best is slightly better in terms of quality. And they are like... They used to be the same group of people, I think. So it's not like G System Best is copying G System or like recasting their products. It's not like that. But like just G System in general, like their casting can be quite bad sometimes. And I don't know why they can like just sell at such a high price when the quality is so bad. Ultrans says, hey there again. Hey there, thanks for coming back again. Like I said, the next one will be on Wednesday, so there will be a little break so that you don't have to listen to me every day. This thing's so annoying. Gundam Hunter says, I've just seen a Penelope from both of them on Taobao. And best is 300 and G System proper is like 700. Yeah, I'll go for the GSB one, because they're literally the same thing. And GSB has better quality, for sure. The manual is being really confusing. It's telling me to assemble something in a certain way, but in reality it's not supposed to be. So it's supposed to be these two parts in here first, and then I plug this on. But in the manual it's telling me to put these two parts with this, but they don't fit at all. Like, there's no way they would fit. This is how it actually should be. So like you just need to use your brain instead of trusting the instructions, which can be annoying sometimes. Yeah, they actually give you like a lot of metal parts. So listen to this. That's pretty cool. Yeah, again, trying to figure out where they go when the manual is being really fake. Calvin asks, what's your next G system plan? I don't have one at the moment, but if I'm ever gonna build another one, it would be probably Penelope or Cassie. Yeah, I can't figure out where this part goes. I don't like this. I think. Is anyone building a G system kit at the moment? Alvin says it's getting harder and harder to find G system kits nowadays. Luckily, I've got all the major ones a while back. Yeah, some of the kits that they just don't make anymore, like the Jabara Tetra, the old one. I know they still have the plus version, but yeah, the old one is gone now. But I mean, some of the older designs are really bad anyway, so I wouldn't say I miss it. Yuang says he's trying to find the DO in the US. It's really difficult. Try going on to Taobao then, because they're all up there. Recently there's like a small company called Galaxy Hobby Shop. They have remodeled the DO basically and made it so much better. The Gundam Hunter is doing the high new full resin kit, I'm guessing, as your second resin kit, which is very brave. Well, he also asks, in your opinion, which brand has the best overall quality? You mean like between G System and G System Best, or like just resin company in general? Yuang says no, not Yuang, Calvin says the Galaxy One is very expensive, yeah. But you're paying it so that you have less frustration later on. Like, if I didn't have my G System One before, I would have gotten the Galaxy One as well. Just because it was so painful to like trying to make everything fit. It all depends on like how much your time is worth, I guess. So the Gundam Hunter, I would say the best resin quality would be Yujialan for sure. And then it'll be probably Silver Oaks. And then Fortune Meow is also very good. Yeah, I think they would be the top 3. The problem with metal parts is if the holes are too small, you can't enlarge it. It's not going in. Oh, we're quite a lot of people watching in a moment. Thanks for tuning in. At the moment I'm doing the chest. That's good. Yeah, another thing about the metal parts, I guess the metallic parts in this kit it's quite horrible looking, and they chose to do like a metallic injection sort of look, and it's really bad looking. Let me see. Like you can see like sort of waves, and they don't even look that metallic, so that's a big fail. Hello. What do you guys usually do on a Sunday? For me, like, I don't know. Unless I have plans, for weekends I usually like to stay inside. Just like I could like focus more on building things. On a weekday, like there's like so many other things happening. It's harder to be more focused. Hey Eric. Yep, doing the waist and the or doing the chest and the waist today. And these screws are just not long enough. What are you up to today, Eric? Hi there, Little. If that's your name. Eric says, good day today, some painting and a long walk with dog, chilling day. Yeah, I just love the weekend. It's no stress. Also, like I mentioned it earlier, but in between the streams, I actually fixed all the wires and finished both of the legs. So they're all looking good, which I'm happy with. Probably get to attaching them to the waist later on. Wow, yes, they look really impressive. So yeah, I would say in general building this kit is quite finicky. Sorry, it's quite finicky, and that you have to use your brain because you can't trust the manual 100%. And because of all the metal parts in this chest, like this thing is quite heavy. I think probably around 150 grams or 200. But yeah, a lot of parts that didn't fit very well together. I feel like you have to have really good finger strength. There we go. Okay, so we're almost an hour in, and this is what I've got. Man, I gotta speed up again. Gundam Hunter says, you think with how expensive these are, their quality would be a little bit better. Yeah, totally agree. I just don't know why it's so expensive. That's what I'm saying yesterday. They're basically Bandai prices. Say if Bandai made a kit like had that many parts, it will be around the same price. But like they don't have the same quality at all. But I guess they do put in a lot of stuff that Bandai doesn't, like a lot of photo etch parts, like metal parts, LEDs, like all kinds of things you would find. And you won't find in a Bandai kit. Although Bandai recently they're putting more and more metal parts in their kits, like the PGU, the PG Unleashed. Which is a welcoming sight, I guess. The Gundam Hunter says the designs are super cool, but the price kind of keeps me away from getting one. Yeah, I would agree. And Calvin says they made themselves a name so they don't care the quality, still people would buy. Yeah, pretty much. I just think that they didn't have enough resources to do this kit because of the pandemic. That even though it was delayed for so much, it was still kind of rushed. But yeah, I guess the good thing for customers is at least they're not putting a kit every like few months. They're putting one every probably couple of years. So it makes it a little bit more justifiable. And I don't know how they like keep themselves alive, because they only make one product every 2-3 years. And it's not like they keep producing the same products throughout the 2 years. They just make like a limited amount of kits and then they're done. It's definitely a very interesting company. And weirdly, I don't know how I feel about the GPO1, the next one that they're making, because they have a track record of making like really huge bulky kits. So I think the first one they made was, is that the Griever or something? And then they made the Kisatria. This is before they were becoming before they became Mechanicore. So they were Elin before, or Elin, and they made the Griever, Kisatria, and then I think the 1/100 Deep Striker, and then the Perfect Sion, or the Siegler, and then the Cassie and Penelope, and then the next one would be, I think the next one is GPO2, and then they did the 1/20th Deep Striker again, and then this one is the current one. Gundam Hunter says right, and the designing and plastic injection has to be dumb expensive. Yeah. Yeah, but if they're selling like 4,000 or 5,000 kits, they definitely can justify. Gundam Hunter says, you know if the Rodam's company is the same thing as Mechanicore? I don't think they are the same. Just because the quality is quite different. And certainly the design as well. But could be that they are somewhat related. Calvin says, ordered the 1/72nd GPO1, but still only seeing the sketches, no photos. Yeah. I think they only announced it because people were getting annoyed of the delay of the this EXS. So they're trying to like keep their fans sort of entertained, I guess. Sons of Shinobi says it's a model kit after all, not a snap kit. If they make it like Bandai quality, I'm sure Bandai will slap them an IP lawsuit. That's why it's limited. Well, yes and no, because if you look at the Zero Gravity Judge, that thing is almost Bandai quality, and they sold like probably close to 10,000 kits, I would say. So quality is definitely not an excuse. But Bandai chasing them is not an excuse for the quality, is what I'm saying. But yeah, it's definitely a thing about like Bandai chasing people up, because that happens also in the resin department as well. At least that's what GM Dream told me about the new Sinanju resin kit. He told me that the reason that it's not a full resin kit is because Sinanju is really popular and they don't want to piss off Bandai. So they make it a thing that people have to get a unicorn for the base kit. Hi Pepsi. Because if you know the recent 1/60th scale kits they have been putting out are all like resin kits with their own inner frame, and that's been really good because one is very their plastic kit is very nice, and that people don't have to buy another kit just to like use some of it. But it doesn't make any sense that all of a sudden we have to buy a unicorn for the Sinanju again. Yeah, Pepsi is also, well, he's not doing it at the moment. He's also got this kit in his backlog. And yeah, have fun with it. It's definitely a challenge. And also don't trust it 100%. Pepsi's asking, you getting the PG Sinanju? I want to see you do it. No, I don't think so. Because it's just too expensive for me. It's quite unfortunate because he told me it was going to be like half the price of what it actually is. And I was like, yeah, that's not bad, I'll buy it. But then now it's so expensive. I can't really justify it. Hi Will Hayden, nice of you to check in. What are you doing today, Will? Yeah, Sam, I don't know if you're watching, but like, you got to be really careful about this kit because like you can't trust the instructions. Because a lot of the times it's wrong. Basically, you have to look at the manual and see for yourself. Will says he's been gloss priming the high new frame, trying to get motivated again. Yeah, I sometimes I do get like frustrations and like not wanting to keep going. But if that happens, like, you definitely need a break. And then just come back refreshed. Calvin says Essex Studios own inner frames, quality is no good, and they charge people almost the same price as the real thing. Kind of greedy, especially those kits such as Heavy Arm, etc. They had included 4 sprues of inner frame and charged for 500 RMB more. Yeah, I guess so. But at least, like, have you seen their like Saku cast frame? Like, I think they made like a product. Now you don't have to buy a complete PG kit. You can just buy the frame. Apparently that thing is really bad. But I don't know, like, I think their own like circle model plastic frame is really good quality. Oh, nice. Supposed to fit this thing in, but like, there's literally nothing. I think you have to glue this. Pepsi says, I noticed the flaws in the instruction when I partly assembled the TF1s. Took me quite some time. Yeah. You know what to do with this one then. It's basically the same. Oh, I see. So there's like a little slot there. I kind of still need to glue it. So Pepsi, what time is it there in is it Malaysia? It's got to be like what, 2-3 o'clock in the morning. Yeah, well, this is also why I'm taking a break from painting, just so that I don't feel very fatigued. And I'm just spending time snap building kits, which I'm really enjoying at the moment. Bear King 08 asks how many runners are there for this kit. I think does it say? I don't think it says about the runners, but it's a lot. It goes from A to X, so that would be 24. And then there's also yeah, they did like something really stupid. So they have extra runners so they have two sets of runners. One is in capital, one is in like a normal one, and it's quite confusing sometimes. So they have one set in uppercase, one set in lowercase, and the lowercase ones goes to, I think, A to I or something. And obviously, like, sometimes you have like L1, L2, L3, L4, that kind of thing. So yeah, I haven't counted, but it's a lot. Pepsi says it's 3:13 a.m. right now. Yeah. Why are you watching me? About to sleep, but kind of want to surf through the phone for a bit. Office in 4 hours time. Oh no. Not bad. And any plan on doing the Rodams? The GPO4 Mechanicore one with a huge cannon rifle. GPO4. Oh, it's the one that they're making next, right? I don't know. I'm not a fan of the design of the Rodams kits. Bear King 08 says, "Cause I've seen one of these mechanical kits have a lot of parts for just for a hand." Yeah, they are quite complicated. I mean, it's 1 hour and 15 minutes in, and I've just gotten this far. So that shows you the level of annoyance this kit has. SKD, hi. Thanks for tuning in again. What are you up to today? Calvin says, "I still don't know when to get the Siegler, or to do the Siegler." Thanks Pepsi, have a good night. Calvin typed singular. I think he meant Siegler, right? But yeah, that kit is quite horrible, I've heard. SKD, for soldering the LED wires, do you have to solder different segments during the build, or can you solder all of them at once? Actually, you don't have to solder anything, I think. Most of them come with connectors, so you just plug in, which is nice. But I'm not sure why these two are exposed. Just finish your gym session today. Feels great. Nice. SKD says the torso looks so tiny compared to the legs. I agree. That's always the case though, like with Gunpla actually. And like this is nothing compared to the GPO2. Like, that guy had like really fat legs. Not sure if I like this fin thing. Like, what are you trying to be? A Saku or something? Gundam Hunter says, what's a good site for photo etch and metal parts? I wouldn't know, because it really depends on where you are. But I would say Matworks are great, and metal parts you basically have to do like get the Chinese brands, because they're all made in China basically. Alvin says it's almost funny. It's funny, almost all resin kits are made in China. They've got all the market shares. Yeah. I mean, there used to be a big scene in Korea, right, with all the Neo Grade and things. But since the guy in Neo Grade is not making any more resin kits, there's no more Korean stuff. And apparently the Japanese hardcore modelers really don't like resin kits because they're all about like making your own customizations, like GPWC kind of thing. Which I can see the point that they're coming from, but there's also a lot of like creative stuff coming from the resin market that I really like. And yeah, they just got to be like a little bit more open-minded, I think. Funny enough though, like a lot of those like like sample kits that you know, like the photos that you get from the instruction manual, like those kits. Those finished kits usually get sold into Japan. So obviously, like, people want to have resin kits in Japan. And actually, I saw the SX Studio Cubile sold in Japan for like, I think £3,000 or £4,000. So probably like 5,000 USD or something, which is crazy. Like, that's a lot of money for someone to be paying. SKD, I really want this AXS to be my first Mechanicore kit, so seeing someone build this gives me lots of tips on what to do if I have it in the future. Yeah, that's the idea of why am I doing this. But if you haven't got one now, chances are it'll be really hard to get one later on without paying like much higher price. But yeah, like I said before, for anyone that's only just joined, my next stream will probably be on Wednesday. So just to have like a little break and things. You don't have to like see me every day. Nice, it's taking shape now. SKD, SKD says, where do you get this kit from, may I ask? Yeah, I got this from Taobao. Funny story though, like I didn't get it from King's Toyland. I think they are the official like retailer. Yeah, I didn't get it from them. I got it from like a random store. And it was weird because they only had like one kit on pre-order, so I was kind of skeptical because I paid like maybe £80 upfront for pre-ordering it, and I thought that I was getting scammed. But then like turned out, you know, thing is here, so it's not a scam. So overall, like, Taobao is quite a good place, really. You know how some people like trash Chinese sites like AliExpress or something? Hang on. Yeah, a lot of people trash Chinese sites like AliExpress because they, I don't know, they think that it's a scam or something. But AliExpress does have really good buyer's protection. Funny story, I actually ordered the PG Exia Clear Armor from AliExpress. And so there's like an estimate delivery date, like a period, and it didn't show up during that period. So I contacted I contacted the customer service and I got a full refund. Not only that, like the kit showed up like after. So basically I got a free kit basically, which I was very happy about. And yeah, if you buy something, you know, that says Bandai but it turns out to be like a rip-off, then obviously you can just like file for a refund, and usually you can keep the kit as well, so it's definitely not a bad place to buy. But then if you're in the UK, it sucks because everything will have like a 20% VAT added at checkout, so it's not very cheap anymore. Calvin says Taobao shipping has increased significantly as well. Yeah, I've noticed that for the US though only. But yeah, everything is expensive at the moment, so it sucks. And I don't know if you were here yesterday, but I talked about how the GBP is losing value really dramatically the past few months. That is dropped about 13 to 15% just this year alone against the USD. Because I use USD on Taobao, everything has become 15% more expensive for no reason, which is very frustrating. Generally, like everything in the world seems very dour at the moment, very pessimistic. Yeah, I wouldn't say it's a good time to be alive. Not that I'm being like, you know, like suicidal or anything, but it's just like it's tough. Almost done with the chest. And actually there aren't that many parts for the waist, so should be done fairly soon after. Hello. Cat wants a pet. Yeah, my cats are quite demanding. Do you have a pet, SKD? SKD says, I don't, my parents hate pets. Oh no. Like, any pets? Oh, I feel bad for you, KD. Hopefully, like, when you get to live on your own, you'll be able to get some pets. But yeah, I only have cats because they're very low maintenance, unlike dogs. But I feel like that's a stereotype for Gunpla builders, isn't it? I think there was like a meme or something. Things are being really loose again. So this part is just like doesn't fit properly. We have more people viewing again. Hello. Come to say hi if you want. I'm almost done snapping the waist. Sorry, and snapping the chest. It's looking pretty good, I would say. think that's it done for the chest. Yeah, it looks really good. I'm not sure why the thingy is so long though. I don't think the normal EXS is like that. Yeah, the normal one doesn't have like a sticking out chest. I think this is like literally just a copy of the Deep Striker, I guess. So it's time to bring the legs back in. Because in order to build the waist, you have to have built the legs first. Which can be annoying. It's not like the usual Bandai kit where you can just like basically build in the order that you want. Be out of frame for out of focus for a bit. That's what I mean by like not wanting to take it apart again and paint, because it's just a hassle. Because like this part, I'm having to basically screw the legs in before I can do the waist. In a sense, it's good that the legs would never come apart, like be too loose to come apart. But then at the same time, it's very complicated to disassemble it once you have built it. being really annoying because it's a little bit too tight. SKD says, hope the plastic is durable enough over time. Yeah, the good thing is, you have to screw this thing onto the base. So it's not like there's going to be any stress for the leg joints anyway. Wow, it's a bit tight. Maybe a little bit too tight because I can't literally rotate it. I think it's secure enough to not have to screw in anyway. So I might just leave it like that. SKD says should have given us metal parts for these joints that are supposed to support the whole kit. Yeah, I think actually, yeah, it's a bit stupid. The bit in the middle is actually metal, but the actual rotating part is plastic. Like it should be the other way around, isn't it? But yeah, basically I have to assemble the waist with the legs attached the whole way. And the annoying thing is they don't tell you how much length for the wire for you to leave so that you can connect to other parts. So sometimes you'll find that you actually don't have enough length. SKD says, does the base have all the marking details like the promotional pic, or it's just a flat surface and they give you waterslide decals for the markings? They actually give you like kind of a waterslide decal. It's actually not a decal, I think it's kind of more like a sticker Like, you know those stickers for cars? So it's supposed to be really good. So it doesn't. So you basically soak in water like a water slide, and then but there's like a layer on top as well that you need to peel off, like after 24 hours of applying. So on the decal they said tear slide type decals. So yeah, there's some kind of like tearing involved, which is quite interesting. I'm looking forward to try that. So yeah, the reason for that is for it not to be like a water slide. It's like for something that big, like you're gonna tear it by accident, you know. So it's a good thing that they are nice. So it's a good thing that they're doing this tear thing. I'm guessing it's stronger than a normal water slide decal. Just lost the other half of this thing. Where did that go? Oh, sorry. Oh yeah, it's right here. So probably we'll have to use screws. So that'll basically limit the movement a bit. Yeah, sorry, you can't really see anything, but I have to do it like where the wire is, so I can't exactly take it apart. Yeah, like I said, you do have to like perform gymnastics when assembling mechanical kits. Cool. Hi everyone tuning in, watching me trying to break my fingers basically. SKD says with mechanical kits you're not building it, you're battling it. I agree. That sometimes can be the fun part, but right now is not. And it's not fun when you have to have parts like this where you got to fit the parts really tightly in order to do the next part, but the fitting is not allowing you to. But I hope this is okay. Nice. Got a part in. Nice. So right now I need to bring the chest into play. Oh, this is getting really hard to fill. Taking shape though, it's looking good, if I must say so myself. Now I just need to screw the chest and the waist together. If I can get around it. SKD asks, for the two-tone white, do you prefer white beige white or white light grey? Definitely light grey. Because, yeah, you actually get a little bit beige in here. Yeah, I don't really like that because it's a little bit yellow. And I definitely prefer sort of like bluish light grey. But I guess that's because I've been conditioned to looking at like resin pictures. And those resin pictures, they're usually like have a bluish tint. Yeah, I'm just figuring out how this is gonna go together. Oh, I know why. Right, second go. So I guess I'm wrong about this being not as complicated. It is quite complicated. There's this extra wire, I don't know how to hide it. Nope. Shh. Oh yes. It's fully secure now. So I should be able to hold a chest and everything is stable. Very nice. There's not a lot left to do now. You'll be glad to hear. Again, this part is too tight. Probably have to use some force. work at all. Could us worth the money? Lol. It depends on what kind of experience you look for from a build. Say if you're looking for like everything fitting perfectly and like really simple kind of thing, that's why you go for Bandai kits, right? But like if you're getting mechanical kits, you need to know what you're getting into. That is going to be frustrating as hell. But yeah, I do understand that that wouldn't be a reason to, you know, make a kit so expensive. Like that is just not a valid reason. It should be done in the next sort of half an hour, I guess. So it won't be very long left. Hey Kevin, nice to see you here. Thanks for tuning in. Are you doing anything special these days? Kurt says I just get too lazy sometimes. Yeah, they're different groups of like builders. So there's no like, so you can just do whatever you want. But yeah, I'll repeat myself again. The next stream will probably be on Wednesday. I mean, yeah, Wednesday would be the earliest. Just to like have a break and like you don't have to see me every day. That kind of thing. Yeah, I did a poll yesterday. Most people said that they would prefer seeing this every week, as in once every week. Which is not a bad idea, but I do want to like, you know, I don't want to have this channel to be EXS for the next 3 months. So I do kind of want to finish this in probably a week or two. Don't know, maybe I won't stream like every part of this or something. Kevin said, finished the normal TF a while back and on to painting. That should keep me busy this year, yeah. That's what I'm saying, like I don't even know if I'm gonna paint this. Just taking this thing apart would be a task already. And you'll very likely break some things. Jeremy said, I second. Just finish it and streaming every day. Yeah, every day is quite tough actually. But maybe like twice every week or something would be nice. So there's the magnet involved in this step, and it's telling you specifically to put the one side. Oh, it won't even fit in there. Nice. So it's telling you to put the north side into the hole, but like, how am I gonna know which side is which? Does anyone know? How can I tell which part is the positive part, which part is the negative part? It's not like I can fit it in anyway. It won't go in. And this part is metal, so I can't enlarge the hole in any way. But yeah, can anyone help? Does anyone know how to determine which polarity the magnet is on which side? SKD says, I guess you can try to use a magnet with it. Yeah, but then what does that tell me? Kevin says, easy, build a whole part and glue whatever the magnet's holding. Yeah, I guess that's the way. I have to flick through the pages. Yeah, Kevin, how was your Deep Striker build? Does it look kind of similarly terrible? Everything is moving in this part. Kevin says looks amazing. The Deep Striker looks amazing until you move it, or look at it funny. The big gun is like 2 feet long. Yeah, I think that sums up Mechanicore in a sentence, doesn't it? It looks amazing. This is quite cool though. This whole thing goes into the crotch. But then everything comes apart. Nice. Yeah, quite interesting. So canonically, the EXS has 3 pilots, and in the MG, they do give you 3 pilots. So I think 1 is in the core fighter, and then the other 2 in the crotch or something. But in this one, they only have 1. They only have one pilot. Kevin says, wait, so is the crotch arm? Yeah, so it's same as the normal EXS, that this thing can hold the mega cannon, I guess, mega whatever. But I'm having difficulty storing it. Actually, I need to do the magnet first, don't I? I'll put this aside. Yeah, also, like I said before, I think I prefer the blue version than this one. Just because so the like detailed parts like the hydraulic parts. They're all red on the blue version as well, but on the red version, because it's red and all the hydraulic parts are also red, it doesn't feel like you have the same level of separations. But I didn't get a choice in which color to order, so I chose the red. Kevin says, "Oh, did you test your lights so far? Might want to warm up the solder iron." Yeah, actually I broke a couple of wires yesterday. So this morning and afternoon I just basically soldered them back on. And then I did test the light and they do work, so pretty happy with that. And I just hope that I haven't snapped any wires in the chest. That would be painful to have to remove it. I really don't like instruction when they have like 15 parts in one picture, and then there are like 4 steps where you have to like look all over everything to figure out where goes where. And it takes a long time to figure out. It's not the most intuitive thing. Like, just do what Bandai does. They're really good at like breaking up the steps. So each step would have no more than like, I don't know, 6 or 7 parts or something. I do understand that it takes a lot of effort to design the instructions. Because for like some resin studios, they just really can't be asked to do the instructions. They'll just basically give you a photo of the assemble kit and you just figure out from there. Nice. Things like this is very annoying. It's like it's nothing to latch on. Isn't it fun when everything flies away? Kevin says, oh, I think I saw you were taking a break from painting commissions. Yeah, this is what I'm doing at the moment. Taking a break from painting, but definitely not from modeling. And like, I just like snap building in general. Like, it's everything that you don't get to do in when you're painting. You can just be like really careless. You don't have to clean all the nut marks, and it doesn't matter if it's not perfect looking. Of course I glued the wrong thing. Typical. That came out pretty clean. I'm glad. These are the missile pods on the side skirts. Pretty cool looking. It's very finicky. And there's a little gimmick where you can like press it out. Nice. Good night, Kevin. He says, looking epic, but I'm off for the night. Good luck. Yeah. Hong says the red part color seems so pink. I hoped it to be more orange. So sad. It's actually the camera. In reality, it's pretty red. Like the camera that I use, I have to like, color correct quite a lot in post. to do some gymnastics again. Trying to get the screw in. Yuang says, what degreaser do you use? I think I need some stronger than this show. I'm on the fence about getting industrial grade stuff. Just like kitchen grade degreaser really, so you really don't need to go that strong. So I think in the US you have like Purple Power or something. I think that's been proven to be very good. But the key is, I think, it's just to like hand brush it with the degreaser, because soaking it alone isn't enough, I find. Yeah, the thing about Mechanicore is it can be quite annoying to stream because you have to like build everything. You can't build some parts separately. So basically for the crotch I have to assemble it with the whole thing, and it's kind of difficult to film. Sorry, I'm a little bit concentrating, so I'm not talking too much. It feels like I'm performing like a surgery. Nice. So hang on a sec. This thing is falling apart. So the waist is done, and the chest. got the head left, so I got to quickly do the head. Shouldn't take long though. Must be 115 says looking solid so far. Thanks, and thanks for coming back again. Oh, this is annoying. It looks like I do need to solder something. At least the head. Shh. I don't get why just the head though, like why do I have to solder it? So this is the LEDs for the head, as you can see. It's not wired. Cat, yes. Cat is being demanding. Mosby says, not the worst. I remember when all of the LEDs had to be soldered for my Penelope. Yeah, I definitely remember accidentally not cutting, but like destroying the wires. And I just can't be asked doing it all again. Cool. That's going well, I think. I just hope I haven't snapped any cables. Nice. So for the faceplate, I think it's the same case for the Deep Striker as well. They give you two faceplates that you can choose from. I definitely want this sort of more canon look. I mean, the closer to the more accurate one. The other one is kind of weird. very close to the end now, so stick around for maybe 5 more minutes. Oh, the fitting of the head is just so bad. I think you just have to glue everything. It's not a choice there. Yuang asks, why do the parts not fit on such an elaborate kit? I imagine they do. I imagine they do when they can't design it in a computer, which should tell them when the parts don't fit. The problem is, in the production, in the plastic production. Because depending on the injection machine that they use, unless you're like Bandai kind of rich, it is very hard to get a precise cast out of the injection machines. So yeah, I don't know. You would think that they would have really precise machines, but I guess like because of the amount of runners they do, so each kit will have like, I don't know, 40-50 different runners, that they don't have enough money to invest in a really good quality machine that can produce good runners. Yeah, the machines are not as good as the Bandai ones, for sure. Alright, that should be it. Whoa. This thing is hella loose. There we go. Can't say I like the head very much. It's a bit weird. So thanks for everyone for checking in. And again, like I said, the next stream will probably be on Wednesday. And I will probably build the arms. And maybe something else. So yeah.